You know the drill. Take those command posts to deploy reinforcements. Head to the Dreadnought and seal the deal.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. I hope you're all having a really good day today. I do apologise for the late video. I've had a few family situations that's come up over the last week or so, and it's delayed me putting some videos out, so I do apologise. Thank you very much for the new subscribers. I do try to put a video out every week if I possibly can, especially when there's new news, new Star Wars news or Battlefront 2 news, and we have had some good Battlefront 2 news. The update landed on Wednesday. Today is now Friday, so I'm a few days out, and I've put a little montage together of what it's like to be on Kamino for Capital Supremacy, which is the new Capital Supremacy map. Now we have Kashyyyk and Kamino and Geonosis. The next map will be Feed on Naboo. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. I mean, before I didn't like the idea of Kashyyyk, and I played on Kashyyyk quite a few times and actually starting to really enjoy that map now. But with this map for Kamino, I did find it actually quite confined and difficult to manoeuvre when heroes basically come into it. And I do like this map though. I think it's such a good looking map. If I had to say, it's in my top 5 of best planets in Star Wars. It just looks gorgeous, and I do like the way that they've added extra bits into it with the squid ship. I can't actually remember the proper name for it, so I apologise about that. Sort of actually on one of the platforms you can circle around them, and in the background they've tried to get in and collapsed, etc., which I would believe some of that was on the previous maps anyway, if I can remember correctly. But overall, I'm just still waiting for a brand new map, and it's just a bit disappointing it's rehashed again. I've said it in previous videos. I don't mean to sound like I don't mean to moan about it too much, but I just want a new map. I really do, and I am really impressed with what they've done so far. I mean, they've really picked themselves up over the year or so, and they've got everyone back on board. And even the ratings are saying that they haven't had this much back in the community since the launch of the game, which is absolutely brilliant, and it just shows how really good EA can be. It's going to be another long time to get a new map again. So again, we're getting Naboo Feed next in June. But I am actually looking forward to that, because I remember playing that on the beta, and I remember just wanting that map to come up every time because I enjoyed it so much, and I fell in love with Battlefront 2 because of Feed, of Naboo, and I absolutely loved that map. So I'm not too worried about that map, to be honest. When they bring it, I mean, it's such a large-scaled map and lots of room to manoeuvre. So I think that one's going to be okay, to be honest with you. There are lots of surprises coming our way. So the developers have said, and the community managers as well. So that's another thing to look forward to. And I've seen rumours that we're getting a Pacific Clone Wars DLC coming soon, which I'm assuming is going to be Ventress and Ahsoka, which I really, really hope they really need to bring that into the Battlefront 2 game. So many people want Ahsoka specifically, including myself. I never used to be a fan of Ahsoka when I saw the first Clone Wars movie that came out before the TV series. I found her a bit sort of annoying, I'm going to be honest with you, for the first time round. But going through the seasons, going from 1, 2, 3, when I got round about season 3, 4, 5, and she started to have a stronger storyline, I actually really liked her. And when she turned up in Rebels, I found it really exciting. So to be able to play her now I'm a fan of hers, I am really looking forward to that. There's several people that, including myself, that's asked for Khorasan, and when the devs have replied back to it, they've said that it's actually a really difficult map to do, and it doesn't actually sound that promising. I'm not a developer myself or anything like that, so I can't really comment that much, but they have made Khorasan on the cancelled Battlefront 3 game and in Battlefront 2, I believe, but the Battlefront 3 game, it looks so amazing, and they did it perfectly. I mean, apart from the graphics and the effects. So is there no way that they can just follow suit of what they did and what the other company did, which is Free Radical, I believe, copy what they did and just give it just amazing effects? But it's obviously not as straightforward as that. But that's my wish list is to have Khorasan and Mustafar as well, and I've mentioned that several times, but it's just one of those wants, and we're not obviously going to get it, you know, in the next month or two, but if we can have it sort of like around about September, October time, it's just something to really, really look forward to. So that being said, I've been on a bit of a rant there of what I want. I do like this map, and I love the game mode, but overall I found it quite challenging, to be honest with you. I don't know why I found this more challenging than any other mode that's on there, but I did for some reason, and I absolutely got wasted on this game. It's the first game I've been on for quite some time, so I've edited it as much as I can so I don't look too bad, I'm going to be honest with you. So, and I've just done a little bit of a montage. I've taken the capital ships out of the gameplay because the gameplay went on for ages, and I found it really difficult to get this Pacific map. Kashyyyk, Geonosis kept on coming up literally all the time, and I didn't want to play like a 3-hour game just to get into Kamino, so I basically kept on coming in and coming out of it, went on the loading part of it, and finally got it. So I got that, and I got just enough footage so you guys can see where all the capture points are, and just kind of like an idea of how it's being played out if you haven't seen it already. And we've also had some more updates as well. So we now have level capping has gone up in the game. So for each character, it was level 70, and now they've changed it to level 1000, which is a huge step up. It's kind of like, okay, I was expecting them to maybe go to 150 or something like that, but no, they've gone to 1000. And so basically, after you've maxed out your character after the level cap that we had before 70, it will now turn into like a gold badge that you get to say that you've gone past the cap, and once you've gone to 1000 it will say max and it'll be in gold. I don't know anybody on YouTube as yet that's actually got to 1000 as yet, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take me a long while as well. Also, they've changed the emoji wheel as well, so while you're playing, instead of once you've changed into the phrase that you want to say, instead of it stopping and then you've got this sort of animation that happens with it, you can now do it so it just says the line. Say if you're Kenobi, for instance, it will go hello there, and you can basically still walk and it doesn't stop you from anything else basically. So I kind of like that, but I like the animation side of it as well. It's quite fun, especially if you've just spawned into a game and you've got other characters there and you can kind of talk to each other. It's cool to see the animations as well. So that is all I have for you today. I'm going to put a list of new improvements and changes to everything else in the game, including a long list of heroes. My favourite one so far is, it has to be Anakin's one, which I kind of just burst out laughing when I saw it. And what it basically is fixed an issue where Anakin would express his distaste for sand when playing inside the capital ships on capital Supremacy on Geonosis, which kind of makes sense considering there's probably no sand on the capital ships, but I thought that was hilarious. But I'll put the link in so you can see the rest of the fixes and bug fixes and all the changes, etc. What else has gone on this May update. Thank you ever so much for watching. I will try my very best to get the updates for June a lot more promptly and on the date if I can. And I hope you all have a good rest of the day, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
The Republic is securing a command post. was not merely a figure of speech.
Hostiles are securing a command post. Our forces have gained a command post. Grenade out. A command post has been lost. The clones are securing a command post.